We are about to determine the finals for the singles Ultimate Schmoedown. It is JTE versus Mike Kalinowski. This is kind of the polar opposite matchup. Ultimate good guy, ultimate heel. Who will go on to the finals? Well, let's find out now on JTH Reacts to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. Alright, welcome back. It's time for the excitement to begin. And in case you were wondering, yes, I got a sweatshirt on because it's cold up here. So, let's not waste any more time. Let's do this in 3, 2, 1. Oh. This apparently is the new intro. I noticed that intro for the
Hi. You wanted to see me?
Hey, Grace,
the
how
top
are you?
50 superhero
Just
movies.
getting used to everything, trying to get my bearings around.
Yeah, we're so excited to have you. We're thrilled. You're going to be so much better than Christian. So happy you're here.
Well,
Hello,
you know,
Grace.
it's
Hello,
daunting task.
new
I
commissioner.
hope to be an impartial voice for the league for the next few weeks. Speaking of that, actually, the reason I want to talk
Speaking
to
of
you,
the top
I've been
50
watching a lot of the
superhero,
tape and figuring out
number
all the
44,
pieces of this puzzle here.
Ninja
And
Turtles.
Sure.
Oh, wait, no,
I think
45. It
your
was
talents
45.
are fantastic. You're
45,
bringing this great
really?
voice to the Lion's Den.
Okay.
So
I
disappointing.
want the
So disappointing to see
kind of,
Turtles at
kind of be a little bit different, be a
45.
little bit more
Not only that,
focused on
but
the
I was
gameplay.
scrolling through the comment section.
So I've been watching some
Not
stuff and
one
getting
single
some feedback, and I think
9.95 joke
what I'm
yet.
gonna do is I'm gonna
I
have
mean, come
Emma
on.
be
Does
the
JTH
post-game interviewer,
have to come up with
and then
all the
you,
humor?
whenever the Lions
For the
Den-
Lions
Seriously?
for all of the matches
So
when she's
disappointing.
available,
Shame
and
on
then
all
you,
y'all.
when
Shame.
the Lions Den is competing, you would be there as one of their voices, one of their managers.
Okay, so I'm sorry. Are you saying that Emma is more impartial of an interviewer than I am?
Yeah, I feel like it's better to not
Are
have
you
someone
kidding
from the
me?
league
Have you
interview their
seen
own
her
people.
fucking interviews? She's such a Girl Scout.
She's a neutral voice.
No, she's not. She's always rooting for Captain America on every single match. Are you serious? So you're banning me from interviews? You're saying that I can't do them?
It's not a ban. I just want you to focus more on the managing of the league.
That's a ban, Thad.
No.
Are you fucking kidding me? That is such horseshit. Like, you know what? Go fuck yourself, Thad. Thanks.
Well, that went well.
Now that this is your third win here, now next you're going to go against either Kalinowski or Brienne. What are your thoughts? Do you have any opinions on either one of those?
I could be.
Oh, I have to show that.
I mean, listen. They've been here for a little while, and there's times where I'm like, oh, they got
Yes,
that one.
I already stated that I was not able
honestly,
to
I think they're both decent players. I just don't think they're
do that.
anywhere
Well,
close
I
to
did
our level.
that reaction,
They're
but
not,
could not post it.
I mean, listen. I don't take any too match lightly, so I will defeat whoever gets put in.
As far as who I think is going to win
But I'm looking to the
this
championship. I'm looking
match,
forward to spectacular. That's all I really care about.
I don't know.
Player, I think, with my
Obviously,
studying
Mike has done
and the
very,
Schmoedown
very
fancy
well.
guys is
JTE
fantastic,
obviously
and that
has
helped a
been
lot.
doing
So I've got
very
some
well
friends
as
behind me.
well.
JTE, these are competitors that when I first started, they were the top. These were the guys. So now here I am making my way. to that.
This is
So
a tough one to
I have
call.
prove myself, so
And it's going to be interesting to watch too, because I really don't have a rooting interest. Both guys been doing very well, and I guess storyline wise, I guess it would make more sense for
taking care of Makuga, so I'm going against
for
JTE now. So I'm
JTE to
excited for
win,
this
because
one.
then
I've
you
watched
have
all
kind of
matches. This guy,
the good
you
guy,
know,
bad guy
people
element
give him some crap early
from
on,
that
but I
aspect
every single match
to
out. He knows his stuff, so I'm not going to underestimate him. I'm not
then I
gonna
guess from a
cocky or
storyline
overconfident,
standpoint,
but
Sam
I know what I'm
and
doing right now, I'm
JTE,
going for it.
because obviously they could potentially play in the tag title match. I don't know who I got. Sorry. Oh, Geppetto. Geppetto. You can't spell Geppetto without JTE. Alright. I don't know who's gonna win, but I'm really looking forward to it. So let's do it. Oh, John Roca and Ken Napzok.
Schmoedown singles division semi-final matchup. I'm Ken Napzok with a guy who knows this tournament, the ups, the downs, and
Speaking of Sam
John
Levine,
Roca.
I'll tell you, semifinals is
somebody,
nerve-wracking
you
situation.
know,
You're this close to
gave
the
me a
finals.
hard
A lot
time
of pressure,
about how
and
I
can they do it?
reacted
Both these men
in
come in with
my
some
last
surprise
Schmoedown
moves in
reaction
this tournament,
with
so I'm
Sam and Rachel.
excited to see what's gonna
Said,
happen.
didn't I
Let's
take
talk about that.
what
Both those
happened
guys
a little
have
too
had ups and
personally?
downs. With Kalinowski,
Um,
it was a little bit of a rough
okay.
start in the Schmoedown overall.
In response to
This is a
that,
new school versus
I
old
was
school
disappointed
battle. Kalinowski started
that
to
Rachel
slow
lost,
this year. He
alright?
had a loss against McWeeny,
I'm
and
a
then
big
getting
Rachel
eliminated
Cushing
quickly
fan.
for all, which, you know,
There's
was
no
a joy for
secret
me
to
see.
that.
But then he
I
went on a
wanted to see
tear
her
in both
win.
Gig
I
Tech
made
and
no
the
secret
singles
of that
since
either.
his loss to McWeeny
However,
in February.
as far as
Kalinowski
the
is 3-0 with a total record of 4
fuck you
and
Sam
1.
Levine
The big
that I
stat, though,
did,
is his knockouts. This is what's amazing. He has knocked out
some
he-
people
3
did
out of
not
his 4 victories were
get
knockouts,
that,
earning him
apparently.
a new nickname.
Like,
Not Killer Kalinowski anymore.
I mean,
KO
because
Kalinowski.
John Roca's there,
Unstoppable
you know, in the
tournament.
match.
He knocked out Josh
I
McCool.
was doing
Not TKO.
a
Not
parody,
with something to
mockery
see, which has
to
never been
the
done. And of
fuck
course,
you
just
John
recently in his
Roca
last match,
that
TKO
Sam Levine did.
his arch
And
nemesis,
because that
and
Sam
Chandler
has now
on the
knocked out
spot in the
Bibiani,
semis.
Right, the semifinals,
Roca,
and he's facing, of course,
and
Elizabeth
Rachel,
JTE,
I
who
did
has a
the
storied
fuck you
history
John
past
Roca
here in the Schmoedown, going back
against
even to
Sam Levine.
2014, and you know, in fact,
That is
he
what
and
that
Jeff
was.
are
If
the
people thought I was
champs.
taking
The Patriots
it
are
personal,
dominant. They're absolutely dominant in the teams division, but in the singles,
no,
JTE,
that's
he
not.
reached a point where he hadn't had a singles match victory since like 2014, and he had
No
followed
doubt,
he
I
was-
still
he
wanted to
was
see Rachel
America's
win.
hero, he was everyone's hero. He took
But it's nothing personal against Sam.
to spurn Clark Wolf in some people's eyes, and you see him here now. He has bounced back. He's a candidate for comeback player of the year, if not player of the year.
Agreed.
He's got victories over Bibiani. Me, when I tried to shut him up and I couldn't do it, I fully admit I tried and I got pushed down the hill. Drew McWeeny, that is no small defeat. And then Jeff Snyder, brother to brother.
Also,
this
also
emotional
speaking
battle,
about that,
and we thought maybe the
I'm going to get
egos
into a
would
little
get in
bit
the
of a
way,
rant
and
right now.
There's a love between them.
Going
you
to
know,
still
every villain is a
watch
hero
the
in their
video
own
while I'm
story,
doing it
and that
because
might be JTE's run right now.
the
Brings him in.
Schmoedown
He
is
suffered
like
some losses.
is what I like
His
to
record is
do.
a little bit different
However,
than Kalinowski's,
there
but
are
it
some
also shows
people.
a
Yeah,
long-term staying power
I've said
here
this
in Schmoedown.
before
Yeah, in college football, you schedule
in my
a team you
videos,
know you can
and I
beat
feel like
and
I
schedule
need to
homecoming.
reiterate
JTE
it
was Appalachian
because
State
some
for a
people
long,
just
long
don't
time.
seem
He
to
is now
understand.
Alabama. He is really bringing it with the Thunder. Who saw
I
this coming
might
in?
act like
It's
a
been
lot of
amazing
things in
watching
my
this guy.
videos,
Take your word for it.
but
Don't watch
one
average
thing
sports, but,
that I've said from the
I tell you,
start
it's
that I
right. And
will
there's a lot of
always
drama
be
going on in the
and
lines
always
then,
will
too,
be
you know?
is
You know,
honest.
Snyder's not here.
I'm going to be completely
Draco's
honest.
not here. Sometimes one
And
Tom Dagnino,
I can put up with a
it's
lot
not
of
his
things.
fault at all. And
I
then the
cannot
interim
stand
Commissioner
dishonest
Terry Williams
people.
banned Grace
And what
Hampton,
I mean by
the
this,
Queen of the Jungle, from the interviews. She was interviewing.
I'm
on
not
her team.
saying
It got a little
that you
weird.
have to like my
He
content.
wanted to kinda
I'm not
quell
saying
the
that you have to
fire
like my
between her
videos.
and Emma Fife,
However,
and she might be here walking out today. I don't know yet. We're having
on
heard
my
word from
Cushing
backstage, but there's a lot of
Levine
drama around the lines then.
reaction
Yeah,
that I
it's
posted
interesting to
into the
watch.
Facebook
I
page,
didn't expect this. You know, I thought that
I
they would
noticed
come in
some
and, you know, maybe
people
we put them out. I thought we would
gave
put them out.
the
A number of
video
teams that thought we
thumbs
would
up
put the lines then out.
and then
You can't put
immediately
this team out
clicked
there
on
losing
the
it, but they
YouTube
bring
link
a lot of drama,
and
and so the
immediately
situation is not a
disliked the
surprise.
video.
Absolutely. You and I saying some nice things, but let's hear
Now,
what they're saying
the
back there.
nice thing about
Here we are,
not getting many
semifinals.
views
You
in
know,
my
all I gotta say at
videos
this point thank
is
God we're
that
facing McQueen.
I can
That's
find
all I
out
was
very
worried about on my
quickly
side of the bracket. So here I am.
who
I'm ready to go.
watches
I
the
got a shot at
video
this
and
thing.
when.
Let's just get this thing going here.
Well,
So
here we
if you
go
thought
again.
you were so
Another
clever that you got
opponent,
away with it,
somebody
for the
who's
record, I
excited
know
about
exactly
thinking
which
he's
one
gonna
of you all
beat
do
me.
that.
Same record.
Individuals.
same single, just
Yes, it's
round
more
and
than
round,
one.
And every time I have to do the record scratch. Sorry, guys.
I cannot
thought it was
stand
good.
dishonest
I gotta say,
people.
him
If you
and
don't
Makuga,
like
those
my
are two of the guys
content,
when I first started getting involved with this, those were the guys
you
that I
can
was
just
watching,
admit it.
and I
You know,
never
you're
got
not going to
matched
break my
against,
heart.
And I was always hoping to go against those guys because I've always felt we were very similar play styles. We had a really good broad
Just don't
base. There
act
was
like
not,
that you like my
category
content
was gonna
on the
kill us or
Facebook
category
page
we're gonna
because it's
dominate at.
cool to
So those were
support
the two
everybody,
guys,
and then
I
immediately
worked my way
click
up to
on
them,
the
so I
YouTube
ranked
video
him
and
as
dislike it
115 now.
I don't
5
understand
seconds
why
in.
people like him so much. He's so vanilla.
That's
Like,
the nice
there's
thing about the
there's
the
nothing there.
YouTube
It's like,
analytics thing
it's just
that
there.
they created.
It's like a
You can
cutout.
find out,
I could literally come out here
you
and
know,
put a
how
cutout
long people
on
watch the
cardboard,
video
and it would be
beat Mike
before they
Kalinowski.
dislike the
Vanilla.
video.
His name is
It's
Mike
called the
Kalinowski.
average duration or
That
viewer
works. My
duration.
opponent is calling me vanilla. In the chat rooms, they're calling me white bread. Stale white bread.
So I find
What
it
happens
funny
when you
how
eat
I
stale
got
bread? You choke on it. That's what
2
happens. All
dislikes,
the people have
and the
so
average
take
duration
some water off
time
the bar
of
and take
both
away the
those 2
stretch.
dislikes
Everyone knows I
was
joke
5
all the time.
seconds.
just to show you, I had to go through.
Real cool,
Viviani.
guys.
I had to then go through
Really
the tournament.
cool.
I had to go through the one and only McWeenie, and then my own brother, Jeff Snyder. I had to shed blood and tears just to get to this point.
Again,
I'm
not saying
gonna
you have to
lose
like my
some
content.
guy named Mike.
I mean, JT, man,
But don't bullshit
bring
me.
your whole team. Bring the Patriots. Bring Grace. Bring everyone. Bring Dagnito. Bring them all there. Let them cheering you on. I don't need any of that. I'm vanilla, fine, whatever. It's going to come down to the end there, hopefully for you. You know, but in the chat, someone's called me KO Kalinowski. So guess what, buddy? I don't think you're going to make it to the third round.
I've already taken out the best.
Of
This
course,
is
the
just like a
thing that
warm-up before the
disappoints me
championship match. I'm
is,
coming for you, Sam Levine.
you
I don't
know,
know how you made this far. Sometimes
it's really no
luck
big deal
happens in these
to
tournaments.
me
And
when it comes
he's
to
on the
the
side of luck.
ratings,
I'm
you
on
know,
the
the
side
likes
of
or
skill.
dislikes,
And
because
that's why I'm gonna win
I
this
don't
whole damn thing.
make revenue off my videos. I've said that many times. So,
All right, you see, JTE. He is
but I
pretty
know for a
confident
fact
going
that there are
in, calling
people
Mike
that
Kalinowski
do
Vanilla-owski
try to make
because he's
revenue off their
vanilla, is what
Schmoedown
he said
reactions. So
there.
people
And
with that kind of
Kalinowski has taken
mindset
it in stride.
where
You know, you
I'm
see
gonna
this
act
match,
like I
he's a
support
gentleman.
you
He is.
on the Facebook page
He has
and
every
then
right to be
immediately
overly cocky and confident. He's
harm
not.
your
He
YouTube
knows
channel
what
by
has got him
immediately
here. It's
disliking
gonna
your
be
videos
a
and,
battle of
you know,
two different style of
detrimenting
here today. So,
your chance to
with
be
that, are you ready?
successful
I'm absolutely ready.
in
Let's
terms
get
of
this
revenue.
over.
Let's do
It's
it.
not
Let's
cool.
Get ready to Schmoedown.
Oh.
3 rounds to a finish in the semifinal.
not cool.
Here, the winner will face the inglorious one, Sam Levine, in a battle. Ooh, that will Levine
So I
versus
apologize
these
for
two
coming
guys.
off very
You want
ranty
is
with
gonna
that,
make
but
for
that's just
something
something
good.
that
Let's get ready to do it.
bothers
Here you
me
go.
very much.
Introducing first, representing the Lion's Den.
Not saying you have to like me,
A
hate me all you
half
want, but
of the Schmoedown team
just be honest,
champions
guys.
of the world,
That's all I ask.
Patriots, with a single record of 7 wins and 6 defeats. He is Little Evil JTE.
Whoa!
Gotta say, I did like the banter.
Organic race
They
appearance.
definitely look like they are fully committed in this match. JTE, God, if JTE gets to the finals now, I think his Player of the Year status is officially locked. I mean, I think there's already people out there that already think that it's a done deal, locked, no question.
Right side up or upside down. It doesn't matter. He's been the champ
Hey,
for so long. You can hold the belt
I
as
get,
he pleases.
if you have the belt, you can hold any way you want. And now, his opponent, representing DC Movie News and the League, with a record of 4 wins, 1 defeat, and 3 knockouts. He is Mike KO Kalinowski.
Uh-oh.
What a hero there. What a hero.
What a hero.
Look at that guy.
He's not dressed up, though. Which, I gotta say,
Absolutely.
because like I said, I was not able to post my reaction to Kalinowski's last match against Brienne. Gotta say, I loved both of their entrances. Kalinowski as Bond was very fitting, very appropriate.
And winning you over with a smile, JT, his strength, Sly and Arnie, action
James
adventure
Bond,
coming up.
speak of the
Clutch.
devil,
He's always
and a
got some
winning
big,
smile.
big answers late in the game. All right, with that out of the way, John, I'm ready. Are you guys ready? We're going to explain the rules to round 1 first.
Are you ready? All right, ladies and gentlemen, pay attention, boys. You guys have done this numerous times. We got to do it for the fans out there. First round is 8 questions, 1 point each. You don't get any points taken away for a loss, and there's no steal either. But if you get all 8 right, you get an extra question. Extra credit worth 1 point. Am I correct on that?
Yes,
and of course,
you're right.
remember the JTE rule written for JTE. You can only ask to repeat a question 3 times throughout the
It's a
entire
good thing
game.
I put on the
Doesn't count for the
sweatshirt.
options,
It's
but it
a
counts
tad bit
only for the
nipply
questions.
up here.
All right, with that, the rules in place. Mike, are you ready?
Let's do it.
JTE, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Whoa.
All right, John, are you ready?
I'm absolutely ready. I can't wait.
Then it's time for the movie trivia Schmoedown. 3
Yeah.
rounds to a finish. Round 1, 8 questions. First question coming in the category of animated. To save her ill son, a field mouse must seek the aid from a colony of rats in what animated feature? You know, John, I raised rats as a child.
Really?
Yep.
On
Yep.
the roof, or where would
No,
you
in
have
my
those?
bedroom, I didn't have a lot of friends.
Game mouse.
Surprising. You're like Ben and Willard. 5, 4,
I don't remember.
3, 2,
Hey.
1.
Pens down, Mike Kalinowski.
I took a guess and I said the secret of Nim.
Your guess is right. 1
Oh.
point. JTE.
Secret of Nim.
All
Let's
right,
do that,
JT.
JT. Let's see.
Let's see that.
Let's
What
see
is-
that, JT. Maybe we show it to the judges.
Oh, secret.
Oh, he got it.
Come
He
on.
got it.
The M's in front of the H's
Yeah,
next
but
time. But all right,
you know,
that's fine.
we'll work that.
We know his spelling.
Already trying his patience.
All right, your
Second
next
question.
category.
And they're
is
even laughing about
comedies. What was Will Ferrell's name in Old School?
We talked about old school versus new school.
I'd like to go back to school now. I bet I do a lot better.
I'm gonna need to soon.
Will Ferrell's kind of soured on me
And
over the
5,
years.
4, 3, 2.
I think I'm one of
and
2
1.
people that didn't
JT.
like Elf. I can't stand Elf.
That is
Yes.
correct for a second point.
Frank the
I just
Tank.
put the tank.
It is
No,
Frank
no.
out of the tank.
Frank is the name.
We said
never called
name,
the
not
tank.
nickname. We said name, not nickname. I think that was
You're-
clear. But if you want to challenge
you
it,
do
you
have a
only get
challenge.
how many do you get? 1 or 2?
You get
Frank the
1.
You
Tank.
get 1. Do you
Frank
want to make it a
the
1-point question?
No, I'll give it to him.
All right, he's
all
gonna
right.
take there. All right, we'll see if we'll see that.
Find the
All
bullet.
right, Frank the Tank. All right. Question 3. Question 3 is in the category of directors. Who wrote and directed the 2015 sci-fi drama Midnight Special? Can't remember the last time I've been awake at midnight.
I've had a few minutes.
Whenever I see sci-fi drama, M. Night Shyamalan always comes up first.
4,
5, 3,
2, 1.
Pens down. Looking for answers from Mike Kalinowski.
It's not right, but Ty Sheridan.
That is incorrect.
The guy that did Mud, I can't remember his name.
Answer is Jeff Nichols.
Jeff
not
Nichols.
Blank.
Damn
Oh,
it.
that is definitely
All right,
not M. Night
2-1,
Shyamalan.
2-1,
Frustration,
JT.
yeah.
Losing his cool little bit hair.
All right. Let's move on to
All
your
right.
next category. Question number 4. Is that correct?
It
Tim?
is right.
Horror thriller. What actress plays a possessed cheerleader in Jennifer's Body?
All right.
Hmm.
I wasn't not a fan of cheerleaders in high school.
You
Not in
couldn't,
the movies.
you couldn't drag me to this one.
I'm lost on a lot of these questions so far.
Yeah.
5, 4.
Can I
Three.
repeat the question? I know who it is. I'm just trying to.
All right.
trying to-
All right.
It's first
Early
All
on.
right.
All
All right.
right.
There you go.
Oh, they're just making fun of him left and
What
right now.
actress plays a possessed cheerleader in Jennifer's Body?
Oh, what's her name?
He is trying to stall. He's
5, 4, 3, 2.
I'm right there with him. I remember the movie.
all right. Looking for an answer first from JTE.
Megan Fox.
That is correct.
Yeah,
Stalling
yeah.
will have worked. Mike.
Megan Fox.
All right. There you go.
JT, one more time, please.
Oh, sorry,
yeah,
sorry.
Please show the judges
Please
your.
show
I
the
did say it
judges.
first.
All right.
All right.
Show the important
All right,
people.
5th question coming in. Category is fantasy sci-fi. Fantasy sci-fi. What hasn't happened for 18 years in Children of Men? Children of Men.
Yeah. Is there something you haven't done for 18 years?
Yes, have sex.
Oh. Wow, you just went there. No, no subtlety or nuance.
right.
All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, looking for an answer from Mike Kalinowski.
Birth of a Child.
That is correct. 3 points.
I
JT.
wrote someone gave birth.
That is correct as well.
All
Question
right.
6 coming down, John.
Yes, the category is comic book movies.
Oh, yay.
What actor provided the voice of Ultron in Avengers Age of
Oh, yay. Thanks, Movie Battleground. Help me remember this. James Spader.
So easy.
Finally got that
You get it
right.
you lose.
Yeah,
Oh,
right. If you get
fair
it
enough.
wrong, you should lose.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, looking for an answer here from JT first.
I forgot his last name. I know this is wrong. I said David Slade.
Oh,
David
it's
Slade. David, I mean, that sounds like a rock star's concert
Can't
I
remember
want
his
to see.
last name.
Well, you didn't remember his 1st.
I'll help you remember.
Yeah.
James
That
Spader.
is correct.
Oh, that's swagger.
Tie up the
Didn't
game.
remember his
man.
last name.
Tie up the game.
What do you think it was, David Bowie?
Should have got that one, man. Damn.
All right, 7th question.
I would like to have seen David Spade do
Yeah.
the voice of all time, though.
Well,
That would have been good.
I think he's snarky, right?
Yeah.
I'd like
or
to see
David
David
Spade?
Bowie
David
as
Slade,
Ultron.
but
Yeah.
Still,
You meant David Spade.
All right.
Sure.
sure.
7th question, guys. Category is action adventure. Action adventure. Actress Lucy Liu plays Princess Pepe in what action comedy? Did I say that right, John?
Yeah, I think you did.
Okay.
Yes. Don't be self-conscious.
Action
I think it's
comedy?
Pepe. Actually.
Pepe?
Yeah, it's not PP.
I mean, if I'm gonna mess up, err on the side of P.
4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, looking for an answer from Mike Kalinowski.
Shanghai Knights?
No, close. That would be Shanghai Noon.
JT with a 5th point.
That's the first one.
There we go.
All right, comes down to a word sometimes. All right, we got the final question coming in here, John. Not a perfect round, but it's been a hot round here.
Yeah, I like it. This
It
is where it should
has.
start. All right, the
Good
category
back and
is
forth.
sports. Who played quarterback Paul Crewe in the original The Longest Yard?
Oh,
Oh, so much
Burt
anger
Reynolds.
from the crowd.
That's good. John, you ever been to prison or played quarterback?
I played quarterback with a guy in prison. Yeah,
I've been
okay,
to prison?
Yeah. For a guy.
Ever seen a grown man naked?
That would legally.
Those were the days.
Mm-hmm.
No concussions then, let me tell you. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, pens down. JTE.
Is it Paul Newman?
Incorrect.
No.
Incorrect. Mike Kalinowski.
Kalinowski to tie it
The
up.
stash, Burt Reynolds?
That's
Burt
right. To tie it up out of the first
Tit for tat, my
round.
friend.
that was the whole thing.
Oh,
That was the whole
wow.
point of
Okay.
Burt being in the Adam
Yeah.
Sandler
Heartburn
remake.
going on here,
He was the
boys.
quarterback
And
in
punch
the first
in that
one. He came
there,
back to play
John.
someone
The
else.
tension, the crowd's tense,
I
we're
know.
tense, the world's tense.
I missed some
and,
easy ones.
you got to wonder if there was a little bit some bumbles from JT there. David Slade, great rock concert we've never been to, but not the answer we're looking for. But you know what? It is all tied up as we enter round 2.
That was a
This
very good
is what we
opening
know as
round.
The wheel round, John.
Yeah,
Jumped
all
around
right,
back and forth.
In the
A lot of them they both knew.
How this works, we'll explain it for the fans
I was
watching
a
at
little
home.
disappointed
Spin that
JTE
wheel.
missed a
You get
Spader
one spin.
in
If you don't
Ultron,
like the
but
category you land on, you can spin again, but once it lands on that category, you've
also
gotta
kind of
take it.
disappointed he forgot
2
his
points
first
for each
name as
question,
well.
4 questions. You can steal in this round as well. You can go to multiple choice, but it goes down to 1 point instead of 2 points. And if you steal,
So
off
this
a
is going to
2-point,
be
you cannot ask for the multiple
interesting.
choice. All right.
All right, are you guys ready? All right, as it is tied up at 5, Mike, you are favored coming into this match. You have the right to choose to spin first or pass it off to him. if
That's
you'd like.
weird that he was the favorite because he was the voting minority
All right, he is going to
on
spin
the,
first. Give us a good spin. Coming on in.
prediction thread.
That's a good
Oh, that's a
spin. I
strong
like
man spin.
that.
Granted, I
style
think it
there.
was
I
like
that
it was
style.
like 29 to 27.
That is a lot of rotations there. It's past opponent's choice. It's coming up so
Scarlett Johansson.
ScarJo, you gonna keep it?
I'm shocked they got the
Spin again.
text
Tempt
small
fate.
enough to
What do you
fit
do?
on the wedge.
It's a tough position to be in.
that's a shit. I'm going to spin again.
He's gonna
All
spin
right,
again.
all
All
right.
right, get a good spin there. Goes a little bit of different style. Lot of
Whoa,
rotation.
whoa.
That was a strong.
See a lot of
spin.
JTE strengths
Strong
on
spin,
there.
John.
That's a Justice League spin if I
It
ever saw.
was.
You know,
It was.
a little too much. A little.
Mhm.
It's a director's cut. It's
And
extra long, that thing.
Passes. It's coming down to that same area. Might have it paid up.
Oh, Kevin Smith!
All right.
Is that really the picture they had to use for Kevin Smith, though?
Strength, but
What's interesting here is, as they just said, JT's strength is Sly and Arnie movies,
is.
so it's possible. So let's go here.
I was just asking him if see how we would do
But
against
Mike's
each
a
other.
manly man, so he
Yeah,
should
turn on this
know
category.
some Arnie
I'll
and Sly
deliver
as
these
well.
questions, John, if
Please,
you don't mind.
of
All
course.
right, love to do it. 4 questions to you. You do have 3 JTE rules left at this
It's
time.
funny, they
First
always
question.
say Arnie and Sly for the
In
category, but the wedge
1984's
says Sly and
The
Arnie.
Terminator, what type of establishment does Sarah Connor hide out in to wait for the cops before the Terminator and Reese find her?
I'll go multiple choice.
All right. A diner. B, nightclub. C, garage. D, pet store.
Nightclub?
It's a nightclub.
That is correct for a point.
Yes.
I knew it. I thought
Nice.
she left after that. Yeah, I thought she left from there.
All right. Second question. James Cameron shares screenplay credits with Sylvester Stallone for his work on which of his films?
I tell you what, these are some tough Sly and
Dig
Arnie
deep.
questions.
Gonna need an answer here.
Repeat the question.
All right, a repeat is
It's a
it.
good repeat. I
James
think he
Cameron
got
shares
confused by the
screenplay
question.
credit with Sylvester Stallone for his work on which of his films?
Multiple choice.
A, Tango and Cash. B, Rocky 4. C, Rambo Part 2. D, Cliffhanger. Seems like it's going to be a guess.
C.
Gonna need an answer here. 5.
Cliffhanger.
Incorrect.
That
for
would
steal.
be Rambo First Blood Part 2.
That is correct. A 1 point
nice.
steal from JT to tie the game.
This is the danger sometimes when you
That's
pick that
some-
second
it's a tough
spin.
one.
You just
I
never
knew
know
it.
what's
Right.
going to come
Right
up.
away.
All right. Name the actor who played Arnold's son in the Christmas classic Jingle All the Way.
Jake Lloyd,
Jake Lloyd.
That's correct for 2
Oh,
points.
young Anakin
2
Skywalker
points.
himself.
All right.
Little
Lisa liked
Anakin
that
Skywalker.
answer. Fourth question. Fourth question. Who was the boxer that played Mason the Line Dixon in Rocky Balboa?
Oh Lord.
Shit, I thought-
Multiple choice.
I
A.
knew it.
Antonio
I'm just trying to
Tarver. B. Tommy Morrison. C. Riddick Bowe. D. Peter McNeely.
Can I hear the answers one more time, please?
A. Antonio Tarver. B. Tommy
A.
Morrison. C. Riddick Bowe. D. Peter McNeely. Answer A.
D.
Incorrect.
That'd be Antonio Tarver.
That is
Wow.
correct for
Wow,
steal.
I actually
JT.
knew every single one of those
JT
questions.
1 point steal. All right, you see there, 4 questions in that round.
That's
3
it's
points
a
for Mike,
rarity
so you didn't come away with
that I would
nothing,
actually
John.
know
You
all
get the 2
4
points on the counter.
Sometimes
answers
people
in a
walk the lines
category.
and you get bit.
That sounds like is that a country song?
Yeah, that's right.
Or okay, you would know. You would know. That's a nice hat, by the way. All right, JTE, you're up. Let's give it a big spin. That's good spin. Plenty of rotation on that.
Oh,
John.
he's got a chance to.
I mean,
I
I
don't know.
think
We're
it's
Try to
gonna
end
throw
of
it in.
this.
I'll be honest with you. Hits line already. Oh,
Kevin
Smith.
Smith movies.
I'll take it.
Ooh.
He's gonna take
Uh-oh.
Kevin
I don't want that
Smith
opponent's choice of
movies.
family
All
film.
right,
Hey,
he's gonna.
good call.
You know, when you get 2 points to steal, John, you can take those kind of chances.
That's right. That's right.
4
All right.
questions to you, John. We'll be delivering
This is a
the
new
questions.
one.
All right, JT. What was the first film in which Kevin Smith played the character of Silent Bob?
First film? Clerks.
That's correct for 2 points.
There we go.
JT takes the lead.
These
All
are
right,
the
JT, your second
straightforward
question in the
questions because
category
he
of Kevin
ain't
Smith.
never been
Which
asked.
Marvel film does Kevin Smith have a small role as a forensic assistant by the name
Daredevil.
of Jack Kirby?
Daredevil.
Daredevil.
That's correct. 2
Good
more
one.
points.
Damn.
Was it was fandom
All
for
right.
Daredevil?
Third
All right,
question.
third question. What Kevin Smith directed film stars Justin Long as a character by the name of Wallace Brighton?
Oh,
Don't
Chasing
know
Amy?
For sure. I don't want to go multiple choice.
It's Chasing Amy.
Tusk.
That's correct for 2 more
Damn,
points.
wow,
Ooh.
incredible.
Opens up a 13-8 lead here.
All right.
4th question.
Here we go. In Jersey Girl, who plays graduate student Maya, who befriends Ben Affleck's character?
Oh, I forgot her name.
It's one of 2 girls, but I'm not sure which one, so let's go multiple choice just so he can't steal.
All right. Somehow the 2 girls aren't going to appear on this list, but all right. A, Jennifer Lopez. B, Courtney Cox. C, Liv Tyler. Or D, Jennifer Gardner.
D. Jennifer Garner.
That's incorrect.
Liv Tyler.
That is correct for
No.
steal.
Kalinowski
All
stayed
right,
in
we
it.
Got that
got
1
was
point
a
back,
competitive second
but-
round,
Yeah,
John.
damn it.
You don't
Good
see a lot
round.
of
Good
steals that
round.
much
Good
there.
round.
We got it there.
That
All
that
right,
was that was
guys,
the
we are
advantage
on
of
to round number
first person
3.
to get
This is
Kevin
it. It all
Smith. A lot
comes
of those
down to the
were,
third and final round to see
kinda
who will
straightforward
go on to
questions.
face
They haven't-
Levine, the
they haven't
Inglorious
dug
One
into
in
the-
Ultimate Schmoedown
the Kevin
Singles
Smith
finale. The finals are so
category
close.
enough
This is
to
it, guys. You're gonna have
get
a
into the
choice
deep cut
between
stuff yet.
1 and 20. I'm gonna need 3 numbers. Those numbers
like
will
the
correspond to
biopic
categories, and those will be
stuff.
your 2,
They've
3,
run
and
off so many
5-point
biopics. Now they're getting
questions.
into the deep
Mike,
stuff.
you do have 2.
Kevin
JT
Smith, that was the
rules left.
first
JT,
time
you
it
have 2
come
of
up,
your
so a
own
lot of
rules
those are
left.
pretty straightforward.
With that, JT, you have a 13-9 lead. Give me your numbers.
Let's go 5, 12, 13.
5, 12, and 13. KO, give me your numbers.
I did not get to use them against this movie, so I'm going to use them again. 3, 14, and 17.
3, 14, and 17. All right. Kalinowski does have a little bit of wiggle room in these questions here. So, John, if you're ready, go ahead and deliver the goods.
Come on, Mike.
All right, let's
At least
see your
make
first cat-
JT
your
have to
first,
answer a question.
Number was number 3. Is
gotta
that
do.
correct?
That's
3,
correct, Mr.
3.
All right, that's the category
Don't with that smile. Come on now. What is this?
dance. The category of dance,
Dance
movies.
movie.
The Ghost of Miss
He loves it.
Miss Movies
Oh,
filling in here.
Oh.
All right.
All right.
Hold on,
This
I
one,
got-
this one will drive.
Mike
the-
is taking
Uh-oh.
off his
Oh,
jacket.
here it is. He's
This
ready.
is
Jackets
it.
off.
Give me a pirouette
Let's
here.
go.
All right. Who plays Baby's father in Dirty Dancing?
Okay, I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name correctly. Jerry Orbach?
That is correct
That's
for
correct.
2 points.
Nice.
2
close enough.
points there.
Yeah.
All right, that puts him 13 to 11.
Half the battle's won.
13-11. He is going to need this question to send it back to
Excuse
JT. It's a 3-point question.
3-point question here.
JT has 13 points. This is a 3-point question.
It's a lot of
Thanks,
things in this
Ken.
category. All right, this is category number 14. Fantasy sci-fi.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
All right, for your 3-point question. In what sci-fi film will you find Olivia Wilde playing the mother of Justin Timberlake?
Time.
That's
Incorrect.
Incorrect, yeah.
incorrect.
It's in time.
In time. In time.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Uh-oh.
We have got a big moment here,
In
John.
time.
A
Yes.
5-point question coming into Mike Kalinowski. If he gets this point, he sends it back to JT. If he misses it, JTE wins and goes on to
By
face Sam,
TKO.
the glorious one,
Oh,
in the
boy.
finale of the Ultimate Schmoedown Singles Tournament. Lot riding on this. The number was 17.
Wow.
John,
Come on,
take
Mike.
it away.
The
At least
category
Meg will have
is
to answer
2000s.
something.
Okay.
5-point question. Who played Prince Hector of Troy in 2004's Troy?
Eric Bana.
That is correct for 5 points.
All right.
Sends
He's
it
done what he
back
could.
over.
See if it's enough.
Here we go.
Sends
That's
it
tough.
back
I mean, I
over
knew it,
with
but that's
a
tough.
lead. All right, it all goes down to JT.
Oh, no, this is a
here.
well-played
He's got
game.
to get over this hump. He needs 4
I think they both left
points.
some points on the table.
4
But
points.
going on
The
out there?
crowd is. We hear random yelling.
Some sort of animal noise coming
That
out of a
was
human being.
a homeless man from Burbank. Get him out of here. Okay. All right, JT, you chose the number 5 for your 2-point question. That is the category of Will Smith.
Oh, my.
Will Smith. 2-point question.
I protest this question right now.
Who plays Will Smith's partner in the Bad
Oh.
Come
I protest this question right now.
I believe that would be Martin Lawrence.
That is correct for 2
I believe
points.
you would be right. Oh, my goodness.
It's
All
Ben
right.
Bateman or
It's a
JT?
two-pointer. It's a
All
two-pointer.
right, all right.
Oh,
Two-pointer. You
my
still have
goodness.
to get the questions here. JT
That
is
was-
looking at a potential win right at this moment, John
Wow.
Roca.
Yes.
His 3-point
That was
question
just
could
so
put him
cheap.
into the finals. Here you go. He chose the number 12. It is the category of 70s.
Ooh.
70s.
Wow.
What is the name of the primary villain in Blazing Saddles?
Wow.
I've seen that movie over and over again. I don't even remember.
No, I grew up in the 70s.
You want
and
the
I don't
actual
even
name,
know
not nicknames, are you saying?
Character's name, yes, yes.
Yeah, no tank here.
Yeah, all right.
No tank here.
Gonna need an answer here in 5, 4, 3.
Buddy.
Incorrect. Looking for Hedley Lamar.
Hedley Lamar. Wow.
Hedley Lamar.
Oh, that's right.
Oh! It all comes down to this 5 points.
my
Oh, boy.
gosh. Here we go. You can hear the pizza I had for lunch is sitting right here in my throat. My doctor does not recommend what I'm feeling in my heart right now. All right. This is a 5-point question
You
to
hear that,
decide
do
it
you?
all.
I'm coming to
You
join you.
chose the number 13. That corresponds to the category of 90s movies.
Wow.
90s movies.
Friday the 13th number.
Your 5-point question. Name one of the products that Wayne holds up while making fun of product placement in Wayne's World.
You should know this.
Hold on. It's got to be one of the ones Wayne held and not Garth.
Do you want to repeat the question?
Repeat the question.
Name one of the products that Wayne holds up while making fun of product placement in Wayne's World.
Doritos.
And your winner, moving on to face the inglorious one, Little Evil, Jay!
Oh.
Doritos, Pepsi, Pizza Hut. That's
Yeah, I knew one was a pizza.
You saw my face. I'm losing my voice. This was an amazing matchup.
What an
nothing else to
incredible.
say.
Listen, this is a barn burner of a match. back and forth.
That ended up being a good match.
Yeah.
Better than a good match, actually. That was a great match.
Yeah.
This is what you want from a semifinal match. Going down to the last question, the 5-point question. JT gets it. Wayne's World, who knew? I just hope there isn't a height requirement for this finals. I'm a little worried about it with Sam Levine and JT.
Fighting. You're still
I don't know.
fighting. I'll tell you what, Kalinowski played a great game, but
He
he's
really
going to
did.
be up all night thinking of that little time versus time. But that's I've been there. I've said things before I showed up. Maybe that's the case here.
Well,
But JT
granted,
that
it-
came down to the end, and I
In the end, it wouldn't have mattered.
not surprised, but also surprised that it really came down to a final moment.
JT
We
would have
have,
just won by
because of Commissioner Thad's ruling. We have the wonderful Emma Fife with
by
both
2,
competitors.
so-
Let's see what's going on back there.
What's up, Movie Trivia Schmoedown fans? Emma Fife here with today's victor, Little Evil.
You
JTE
son of a gun,
continuing
you.
to just
Win.
have an impressive showing here in the Schmoedown. You know, JTE, it seems that the rest of your crew has abandoned you today, except for, frankly, the only one who I think might be redeemable, Ms. Grace Hancock. So, Grace, do you have any comments on JTE today?
I don't, no.
Okay. Well, I guess that covers that.
Listen, I told the rest of the people they didn't have to come. Mike, I called him earlier vanilla. That's what he is. Why show up for vanilla? You show up for a good meal. You don't show up for a 99-cent cone at McDonald's.
Listen,
And that's what he is.
I'm pretty sure that Mike Kalinowski, most people think that he's really a heroic
Oh my
figure here
God.
in the
Oh my
Schmoedown.
God. He beat Makuga. He beat Miss Movies. I went through Snyder and McWeenie. I don't know. I mean, I'll give him some credit only because he actually showed up to play a little bit. Actually, I got to take that back. I actually had a bad day. This was a
Wow.
bad game by me, guys. I missed some questions I should have got right away. I still beat him. I'm not even my best, and I'm beating this guy.
People that picked him in the one-horse race on the Psychics, boy, they're making a pretty penny right now.
A little bit too much. I'm not going to say that you didn't pull out a victory today because that would be incorrect. Because here you are standing victorious. That is an actual fact that occurred today. But come on, you got to show a little deference for your competitor.
I don't, Emma.
Okay, well, I'm really glad that you
don't
are
think he's on my
continuing
level.
to live up to my expectations, JT.
Listen, here's the
What
problem. He got in the way of
expectations?
something that no one should ever get in the way of, and that's destiny. Now, I'm not talking about the video game you guys are all playing at home. I'm talking about the thing where the gods from heaven see somebody and like, that is the chosen one to go all the way. So they clear the path for him.
JT, you're turning this into some sort of like divine intervention sort of
Yes.
situation.
Thank you, Emma. It is.
Well, but I mean, to your own argument, then
Go ahead.
you're basically saying that you are not actually good at movie trivia. You are just destined to win. You
Is
see how that's
Is Hercules
sort of a
strong?
Yep.
The gods
As long
gave
as you
him the
win,
power 'cause he
is
knew
that a
how to
bad
use it.
thing?
I know movie trivia.
Listen, actually, what happened was
blame
Hercules is a half son of Zeus, an immortal
Yes.
woman. There's like a whole lot of that going on in
Yeah,
Greek
that could be
mythology,
applied to
actually.
me. That
But
could be applied to me.
nope, I don't. Pretty sure that's not the case, JT.
Well, listen, let's talk about who I got to face next. It's supposed to be Clash of the Titans. It's the clash of me versus somebody who's not as good as me. I would try to come up with something more clever, but I don't quite think he deserves it. I think Sam has some strengths, but he has a lot of weaknesses. A lot. Go back and watch the tape, people.
My ears.
Oh,
are
speak of the devil.
Way out in the west side of LA, and I
You
just
got here really fast.
thank you so much.
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
My voice could reach that far.
I can teleport. Well, no, actually.
Oh,
we had the flyer.
teleport.
They said that
Oh.
someone.
Like most movie
almost as
stars
good
can do
at public
nowadays.
Speaking as our president was being interviewed after his match today, so
Okay.
I had to come over and see this one for myself.
Wait, is that you? Is that why you're here?
Yeah. So anyway, I want you to know I'm also really looking forward to
Yeah.
our match because here's what I think is probably going to happen is I'm gonna snatch that away from you,
Okay.
and then me and Drew,
The guy beat. Yep.
we are going to take the belts away from you and Snyder
Wait, me and Snyder both
at
beat
the
McSweeney.
Spectacular.
Okay.
And then between you and your boyfriend Jeff, no belts, and between me and my pal Drew, all the belts. And good news,
Well, not all
I
the belts.
already spoke to Thad,
You'd
the
have to get another
commissioner.
belt there.
There won't be any questions where you're required to write down more than 3 words in a row
Thank you.
in our match. So
Why are
I
you trying to
think you're
give
safe.
me a better chance? I'm already going to be
think-
better than you.
I think you're safe.
Listen, you came here calling me Trump. You're coming out here like Sean Spicer, just talking garbage and not telling the truth. You need to get out of here because you're not on my level. I'm sorry.
No,
Go,
I think
go
we're
ahead.
about the same height.
Yeah, you guys
No.
look like you're about the same height. here.
If, if we're measuring trivia, you're a Smurf.
Ooh,
You're a
oh.
Smurf.
camera can't see that.
I know. That's the point. You're that small. I can't see you.
All right, well, I'm looking forward to
Oh!
it. It's going to be great. I'm going to send you a thesaurus the night
Oh,
before.
thank you.
You're going to have a good time that day.
All right, thank you, buddy.
All right.
You really shouldn't be trying to help me, though.
All the Geppettos will be on your side.
Not good luck to you.
Okay. Well, you know what, JT? I think that Sam's coming in here, being classy, wishing you good luck in your match, and you're
No,
just
he
shooting him
wasn't. He
down.
called me Trump in the first 3 seconds. Get outta here with that garbage.
Listen. He's just standing up for himself, JTE, because there's a lot of people that I think are afraid to stand up to the Lion's Den, and Sam Levine is not one of them. So
Yeah, I can't wait to beat him. I'm just going to follow the script that the gods are writing, and I'm going to beat him and go and win the championship from, who's got a Christian? Yeah, he's done too.
Okay. Well, it's been a pleasure talking to you today, JTE. We will be right back.
It's been a pleasure
with
listening
Mike
to it.
Kalinowski. And we are back with Mike Kalinowski. Mike,
Yes.
really, you came into this one swinging.
I did, yeah.
It
It was,
looked like you were going to continue to be the hero of the Schmoedown.
you know,
And it came right down to the last question, man.
I'd say, look at the ones I got wrong. I put the tank. I knew who the character was. I just
Yep.
put Frank. Could I
Yep.
challenge that? Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Shanghai night, Shanghai noon, down to that one.
Time of
there.
day, man. It's
In
it's
time,
important.
time.
Yep.
But then, I don't know, for a while there in the third round, I thought I was fighting Ben Bateman with his easy question of the 2-point of, Martin Lawrence. What was that? Okay, so that was, but it was great. This was my first time going into the third round and having to go through all my 3 questions. So as far as me looking back on how I did, I'm proud of the way I did with that.
Yeah.
He did great. He was a fantastic. It was the wheel,
Yep.
ScarJo for the first one. I don't think anyone would have taken that.
And I mean, considering
It
the
was-
fact that in this tournament you have been knocking people out, as you said, this was
Right,
the
yeah.
first time in a while you've had to go through all of your round 3
Absolutely,
questions. There's a good possibility that you could have choked with the pressure of the third round, and you definitely didn't.
That was the thing, and it came down to that last question for him, and I didn't, if it went the way it went.
It did.
I don't know what to say. It was a great match against him.
It was. It was. I
but,
mean,
thinking back, you always think on your mistakes.
You
what have I
do.
done?
You do. It's hard to let those things go, especially when, you've got Little Evil just constantly reminding you of your mistakes at all times.
Yeah, and then, Little Miss Movies tried to rear her ugly head again with the dance question there for a number that I picked.
That is true.
Well, we saw how that went. So.
Yes. You held it together. I mean,
She'll always be there, I think. So
She is. She's always just going to be haunting you a little bit.
Yes.
But, again, I think that you can leave today's match with your head held high, and that there's going to be a lot of people out there that are fans of yours that are sad to see you go.
Yeah.
They like the vanilla.
Hey, people, they have to have, their people with them and their tricks and their gimmicks and whatnot. I don't rely on that. So,
Sure.
hey, teach their own.
Absolutely. Now, Johnny, you are standing here supporting Mike Kalinowski today as a member of the league. What do you have to say about your teammates' performance?
Well, Mike, first thing I have to
Hoping
correct you.
Justice
You
League is
are
good.
still the hero. There's a reason Adam, Roxy, and I said, Mike, go out there by yourself. You got this. And that's perfectly okay. We're looking ahead to the spectacular, which brings me to the Lion's Den. You need to listen right now. Look, up until now, the league, we've been relatively silent. We believe in the process of speak softly, carry, and swing a big stick. And as you can tell by Mike Kalinowski's performances, he has that big stick. But the Lion's Den, the league has an issue with you. Because together, you all have the moral compass of someone who would sell a dead bird to a blind kid. And yes, that's a Dumb and Dumber reference.
Dumb
because
and Dumber
are
reference.
the name of Tom Dagnino's parents. Tom, Finstock. It doesn't matter how many personalities you have inside of that dirty, water-infested, used bong that you call a brain. The one thing all those personalities have in common, if I could borrow a word from the lioness, is that they're all losers. And that's why you have so much protection around you. JTE, a man whose ego is going to catch up with him almost as fast as his hairline. Robert Meyer Burnett, a dude who makes Biff Tannen look like marriage material. Mark Andraco and Jeff Snyder. I actually really enjoy both of your work. And last but not least, the lovely lady. It doesn't matter if you call yourself Grace or Herbie or John Hancock. You're going to rue the day you signed on with the Lion's Den, because when all is said and done, it doesn't matter how loud you all roar in the spectacular when we are all lifting up Adam Gertler and Mike Kalinowski in victory as if their names are Simba. It'll be because we just put all of you down like your names were Mufasa. Unite the league.
Wow. I I like it.
Wow.
Strong words. Listen, I am
That was
inspired to
promo of
join
the year
league
right there.
myself to take on the Lions Den after
My
that
oh
speech,
my.
Johnny.
Promo of the year.
Well, you know, Mike Kalinowski, you may not have won today, but it sounds like there is a plan in place to make both you and Adam Gertler future victors here in the Schmoedown.
We've got great fans out there. I'm a winner
You
in
do.
their hearts. I
You
love
do.
those guys.
Yep. So much love to all the people who keep believing in the winners and the heroes and the league here in the Schmoedown. Now back to you, Roka and Ken.
All right, John,
Wow.
you see there, Kalinowski, humble in defeat. He's going to learn from this, but he's going to keep his head up. He's a threat. He's a threat in teams. He's a threat in inner geekdom, and he is not done here. This tournament really cemented Kalinowski as one of the stars of this league. You talked about new school, old school. He is definitely in that new school category, but JTE. You can hear JTE there calling this a win of destiny, that JTE thinks his victory in the finals will be one of destiny. He is talking about that destiny, and he's respectful of Mike as well.
Yeah.
A hard-fought battle, but you can see the Lions Den is not done roaring here in the Schmoedown.
Yeah, this is going to be an incredible matchup between Sam and JT. I guarantee you nobody had these two in the finals against each other at the beginning. And it's
Not
great.
I.
That's what's so great
No,
about this tournament.
can't say
You
that I
never know
did.
what can happen. You never know who's going to show up on what day and pull something.
Oh,
And JT,
funny that
all his credit, has
Thad
really
got
taken
on
all the way
the
back to be
Facebook page.
considered
It
a
was like,
legitimate challenge.
so who has
Absolutely, the
perfect
days of his
bracket?
losing streak
Be
gone long.
honest.
He put himself in that Hall of Fame category, but he's
Me?
still got a big
No,
match
not
coming up
really.
against the Inglorious
Gotta be
Bastards. So,
honest.
John, it's been a pleasure to call this semifinal match with you. It's been absolute fun, and
Pleasure's all mine.
you know, maybe a fan out there can take you on the
I mean,
Schmoedown app. The movie
what
Trivia Schmoedown
response
app
do
is
you
out
think
there.
you're
Don't
gonna
forget
get?
to listen to the Schmoedown rundown and get all the stories. Me on Inside Schmoedown. Go to the movie Trivia Schmoedown Facebook group. Request to be a member so you can get all the stats, all the gossip, all the fun. And speaking of stats, right now Frank Janish is back there talking about the stats of this game.
It's time. It's time for Frankie's Stats Janish.
What's up, everyone? Frank from the Rundown, and we have our tournament finals.
It's good to see you
matchup
again,
set.
Frankie.
Now that JTE
I'm happy
has
that I'm all
defeated Mike
in a
Kalinowski
lot better mood than I was last time I saw you.
2016. In the first round, Kalinowski wasn't his usual self, as he only scored 5 points. It's the first time this season he has scored fewer than 6 points in this round. And that was good news for JTE, who also scored 5, who up until his last match had never scored more than 5 points. Now, when Kalinowski opted to spin again in the second round and landed on Arnie and Sly, this is where the match began to turn in favor of JTE. Kalinowski, he was only able to earn 3
That's
points.
because he was
during
running
his
off
turn.
all the
He also
straightforward
gave up
Kevin
2
Smith
points
questions.
in steals to JTE.
I'm gonna be interested to see how far they get
His 3
into once
points
Kevin Smith
was
starts
a
getting picked
career
more and
low
more.
in this round when he first did it in his match against Drew McWeeny.
I mean,
As for
that's the
JTE,
one thing
his
about
total
when
8-point
Mike said
round
about
two performance ties his career
staying
high
away from Scarlett
when he first
Johansson.
set
Well,
it against William Bibiani
no one's
in
picked
his
Scarlett
upset
Johansson
win
yet, so
in
you
his
might get a
first
lot of the
match
straightforward
the season.
Johansson
JTE,
questions.
He would need every bit of his 4-point lead heading into the third round to fend off Kalinowski's comeback. It was
And
the first time
what was
in
the first
5
movie that
matches
Johansson
Kalinowski
appeared in
had
as
to
Black
ask a
Widow?
2-point
I mean,
question. But
there's a
when
lot
he
of
his
questions
5-point
right now
question,
to
he
run
forced
off when it comes to
JTE into a pretty
Johansson.
tight spot.
You're probably gonna get a lot of
JTE also
softballs.
made things a bit interesting after missing his 3-point question. That was the first time that had happened in over 4 matches. But
Like
in
the first 2
typical
Kevin
JTE
Smith questions,
fashion,
those were
he came up clutch
softball
once again
softballs.
with a 5-pointer and
There
punted
were
his ticket to the
softballs and then
tournament
wiffle ball
finals
questions.
against Sam Levine.
They were like wiffle
Now,
balls.
let's go inside the numbers for this match. Kalinowski, by all accounts, had a very pedestrian match, answering 10 of 16 for a 63% accuracy rate, but in the process, he did extend his steal streak by 1 and is now 9 for 9 lifetime. And while JTE's performance on an accuracy level was the weakest of his tournament run, answering 12 of 17 for an accuracy
The 2
rate of
steals,
71%
that
in
was
this
the big,
match, his
the
accuracy
big
rate
difference
for the
maker.
tournament sits at 75%, which is 5% above the tournament average. Now that we have reached our way to the final, here's a look at how the performances have progressed throughout the tournament. Now, the winner's accuracy rate has stayed consistently
thank you,
in the
camera
high
video
70s,
quality.
while the losing
Buffered
players
up just in
have
time.
gotten incrementally better, showing an overall increase of nearly 6%. As we look how we got our finals matchup, both players did not have an easy road to get here. Looking at Sam Levine, he had to defeat William
JTE.
Bibiani,
Bottom
John
rung all the
Roca,
way up.
and Rachel Cushing. Those opponents' accuracy
That was
rate
fit. That's
averaged
ironic.
78% against Levine, who's averaging 70% thus far in the tournament himself.
Oh, Sand, he had
Now,
beat
JTE,
Rachel. Rachel would have
his
went
role
all the
was
way
no
up to the bottom
different.
of the top
Defeated
two.
Drew McWeeny, his teammate Jeff Snyder,
Why
and now
couldn't you
Mike
just
Kalinowski.
lose?
Those opponents' accuracy rate averaged 70%.
Just kidding,
For JTE,
folks.
He averaged 75%
Don't jump
thus
on me.
far in the tournament. And when we look at records, we're going to look at the steal leaders real quick because as number 1, Kalinowski maintains that status. He is, again, 9 for 9 and continues to be number 1 among players with 6 or more opportunities.
I've never seen that.
And the points leader, JTE.
Scott Nance on there.
from
Granted, a
number
lot of those are
7 on this
movie
list
release
all the
date
way up to
steals.
number
That's
3
not even
with
fair.
181 points in 14 matches. He is now just 1 point behind Josh Makuga. And now, if that's not enough for you and need more stats and info on your favorite players and teams, go follow SD Rundown Stats on Twitter for more. And if you want to listen to a full breakdown and analysis of this and every other match, be sure to check out the Schmoedown Rundown podcast every week on the SK Plus YouTube channel, as well as on the Schmoes Know podcast.
I'm really
feed
looking
on
forward to
iTunes.
seeing Sam versus JT
All
because
right,
again, I
this is gonna
have
do it
no
for your
clue who's going to win.
post-match Schmoedown
They've
break.
both been riding high. All right, that match was a lot of fun. Really close back and forth match. JTE wins again. I don't think by this point that's a surprise to anybody. While I would have liked to have seen Mike win, like I said, and kind of alluded to, Sam versus JT, there's a little bit more drama there. You at least there's a person there that for most Schmoedown fans you can actually root for. Because sometimes it is hard when you have two good guys playing. You hate to actually root against one of those people, but at least now there's an actual rooting interest in the finals match, just like in the team finals as well. You got above the line and you got team action. There's a actual rooting interest for a majority of players, whether you are investively rooting for the good guys or the bad guys. You got the same thing here. If it was Sam and Mike, a lot of people would probably be torn over that match. So ultimately, in the end, I think this is probably the best match we could have gotten. And again, I got no idea who's going to come out on top. Both of them are riding high. Both are riding a bunch of momentum. Both knocked out the elite of the elite to get here. It's almost hard to say who had the more impressive, 3-win streak to get here. Levine obviously beat Bibiani, Roca, and Rachel. JTE beat, McWeeny, Snyder, and Kalinowski, that's a who's who. I mean, I would almost be interesting to ask that on the Facebook page. Whose 3-win streak was more impressive? So yeah, our finals are set. It's Sam Levine and JTE. My, that's going to be interesting to see. And on the team side, we've got above the line team action. My, yet again. The Spectacular is drawing near, and the card is almost set. It's going to be interesting to see which one of these guys is going to challenge the commish, the champion, for the gold at the Spectacular. But we'll find out who that challenger will be when the day actually comes. So with that being said, that is going to do it for this edition of JTH Reacts to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. Until next time, I'm your host JTH saying, until then, thank you for watching, and I bid you adieu.